Here's a short of the cockatoos, the girls, because I haven't shown them for a while. I have to apologize. I keep saying April on my videos. It's May 5th, 2026. With all the things happening with all my birds and having to hand feed the little tiny Bork, I don't know, I can't keep the date straight. And I do not like making the videos. I realize that. I don't like it. I always seem to get something wrong, say something wrong, and then I have to stop it and start it again and stop it and start it again. And it gets very tiresome. But here's Flower. And yes, she's picked there. She picks herself because she's hormonal. Thank goodness this year so far, she hasn't laid any eggs, but she does. And then here's Precious, and Precious doesn't pick, but Flower picks her. You see her cheek there? That side's not bad, but there. Because see, she can't do that to herself. So when they're together and they're preening each other, Flower yanks out feathers on her face. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Are you looking at me? Are you looking at me? Yeah. Let's go back to this one. I also had taken a video of the little tiny Rosie Bork, singleton baby, and I said April 5th in that one too, so I'm going to redo that one. I don't know why I keep saying April, except that, I don't know, the days for me just kind of almost blend into each other. I have so much to do besides taking care of the birds, and I don't think anybody's even seen it. The cockatiel I have, and that's a whole nother story. That maybe sometime you'll see the cockatiel, and that one's in the living room. So it looks like this is going to be longer than a short. The other one I made was a short because Flower started screaming. Yes, and it's loud and it hurts my ears when you do that. Yes, it does. It hurts my ears. How close are you gonna let me get? It's funny because Flower won't, or Precious won't let me get near her at all. And Flower lets me get really close to her. See that one? See, it's like, don't get that camera near me. Precious does that. Let's see if I can get the way the sun is now. Let's see if I can get Precious to move over back where she was so you can see her better. I'm in the sun now. There we go. See, she's afraid. She's afraid of the camera. One's not afraid. One isn't afraid. And that screaming. I can't take that screaming. See how they chew everything up? And they got tons of toys. You see all those toys? You see all those toys down there in that cage? It's like having 5-year-olds and everything's been picked up. I mean, it's like having little 5-year-olds, basically. Yes, it is. Okay, I think at 5 minutes this will go as a video since I've gone this long. I've gone this long. I should put it on macro. I should put this on macro, huh? Huh? I'm gonna bong you. See the cockatoo picture I've got up there? That's a cockatoo. Let's see. I've got other ones up here too. In fact, in my living room, I've got a print over my sofa right now by Jessie Armsbork, whatever her thing that she does, exotic birds, however her name is. There's 2 sulfur-crested cockatoos, and I have, let's see, where's that? It's back on the other side of the room. I've got three other ones in here. She won't let me get close, though. I could put this on. Let's see. There we go. That makes it better. Yes. Look at, you can see her ear hole. Not her pie hole, but her ear hole. You know, and Flower keeps doing this to her, and then they grow back in, and then Flower turns around and does it again. Yanks them all out. I guess she yanks them out. I'm not watching them all the time, but I know Flower's doing this because Precious couldn't reach those if she was picking herself. They all have different personalities. They're like people. Cockatoos are an absolute handful. Oh, I need to look up on the calendar since I'm just yakking away. I've been meaning to get it out. I think Flower, what was she? 32 or 33 years old this last October. Was it 32? I think 33. I think 33. I'll have to stand corrected when I look if that's not right, but I think it is. See the cockatoo back there? And I've had her a whole life. I hatched her. From an egg. I'm talking to her, kind of. From an egg. So, and I had this one too after the parents were done with her. Didn't hatch her, but after the parents were finished with her and they killed her brother, the male killed her brother, I took her in, and so she's a year or 2 behind Flower. I've said this before in videos. They had the same mother, but different father. So they're half sisters. So, and I have had them both their entire lives. They haven't gone from home to home to home to home. But they're a handful, I'll tell you. I'd never get a big bird again. I've had a lot of big birds. I had a Solomon Island eclectus, which I loved. And she went back to the friend that when we had birds, and she got her back because her name was Beautiful. She could talk, but she was always laying eggs because they end up bonded to me. Then I have my Amboina King parrot that I loved, which his name was Crayola, but he had hurt his beak. Just as he had been weaned, he got it caught in the bars of the cage and ripped it. And it always would overgrow, and it's a big long story, but he only lived to 8 years old. He was gorgeous. I don't know, and then my little peach front conure that I had, she lived past the maximum age for those birds. I have a video of her when she was 32 when she passed away. She had a long life. What was that? Did you have something or did you poop? That was so loud that I think that was poop. Was that poop? Was that poop? Yeah, it was. That was a big one. I'm not going to keep